Hi everyone, and welcome to our tech series for childcare business owners. Today, we're going to explore how to use the Measure app to calculate the time-space percentage for your childcare business. The Measure app is a convenient tool for measuring rooms and spaces when you don't have other tools handy. By the end of this video, you'll understand the functions of the app, how to use it, and why calculating your time-space percentage is important for your childcare business. In this video, we'll cover how to use the Measure app, the importance of the time-space percentage, and how to calculate your time-space percentage. Let's start by exploring the functions of the Measure app. The Measure app is pre-installed on the iPhone, while Android users can download the AR Ruler app on the Google Play Store. Both apps use augmented reality, or AR, to measure objects and spaces using your device's camera. With the measuring apps, you can easily measure the dimensions of a room, the height of a wall, or the length of a piece of furniture. The app provides measurements in both metric and imperial units, making it versatile for various needs. The Measure app is designed to provide reasonably accurate measurements, typically within a few inches or centimeters of the actual dimensions. While it's not quite as precise as using a physical tape measure, it's highly convenient and quick for everyday measurements. For the purpose of calculating your time-space percentage, the Measure app provides a level of accuracy that is generally sufficient for tax and business purposes. To get started with the Measure app, open the app on your device. If you're using it for the first time, you may need to grant the app permission to use your camera. This is what the app will look like on an Apple device. Tap the app to open it. Once you open the measuring app, you will see that it says Move iPhone to start. Slowly start to move your phone around the room, and the camera will scan the area to get an idea of the size, perspective, and objects in the room. Once your app is ready to measure, you'll see a view from your device's camera with a floating dot in the center. This dot is your measurement point. Now, let's measure an area. For our purposes, we'll be measuring the height of the door. Position your device so that the dot is on one corner of the door. Then, click the plus button. This will add a point to your measurement. Then, move your device along the door to the next corner and tap the plus button again. As we go, you will see that the app is starting to measure already. You will see that the app has measured the height of this door to be 6 feet and 7 inches. To measure your room, you would complete the same process. Now, let's add another point to measure the width. Again, we'll move the dot to the corner we want to start our measurement in, then click the plus button. We'll move our camera so that the dot is in the next corner, then click the plus button again. Here, we can see that the Measure app is measuring the width of the door to be 29 inches. You can see that the measuring app is saving both the most recent measurement we've completed and the first one. When you're measuring a room, you would continue this process until you've measured all sides of your room. Like shown, the app will display the dimensions on the screen. To view and copy the dimensions, tap the List button on the top left-hand corner. This will open a list of your measurements where you can copy the data or clear any unnecessary measurements. To measure multiple spaces or objects, simply repeat this process. You can measure different rooms or areas and save each measurement separately. This is useful for calculating the total space used in your childcare business. The time-space percentage is a crucial figure for childcare providers, especially for tax purposes. It represents the portion of your home that is used for business activities. To calculate it, you need to measure the total space used for your business and determine the amount of time it is used for. The formula is the total business space divided by the total home space multiplied by the total hours used for business divided by the total hours in a year. Let's walk through an example using the Measure app. First, open the Measure app and measure the dimensions of your home by capturing the length and width of each room, and then add these measurements together to get the total square footage. Suppose your home is 2,000 square feet. Next, measure the specific area used for your childcare business, such as individual rooms or designated spaces. Let's suppose this total is 800 square feet. The Measure app makes this quick and accurate. To calculate the space percentage, divide 800 by 2,000 to get 0.4 or 40%. Then, consider your operating hours. Let's say you run your childcare business 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. Calculate the time percentage by dividing the total business hours in a year by the total hours in a year, which equal 0.29 or 29%. Finally, multiply these percentages to get your time-space percentage. 40% multiplied by 29% equals 11.6%. This percentage helps determine the portion of your home expenses like utilities and mortgage that can be deducted for business purposes. The Measure app is a valuable tool for childcare business owners to accurately measure their space and calculate the time-space percentage for tax purposes. By understanding and utilizing this percentage, you can maximize your deductions and ensure accurate record-keeping. Give the Measuring app a try and see how it can simplify your measurements and calculations.